Hey, what's up, WWE Games fans? This is Aaron THQ Tank Coffin, your official WWE Games community manager, bringing you inside the ring back for WWE 12, and I'm here with my tag team partner, core gameplay designer of WWE 12, Mr. Brian Williams. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, Tank. How you doing, man? It's good to be back.
I'm doing good, man. It's good. It is definitely good to be back, and I think by the time people watch this video, it will be after SummerSlam, and of course, today we're going to be showing people all the cool new gameplay improvements that we've done to WWE 12, the new graphics engine, the submission system, the comeback system, all that good stuff.
New controls.
And controls, of course, and what better way to kick it off than by showing the ultimate matchup, WWE Champion CM Punk, who will be going up against John Cena.
Boo!
Boo! And of course, as you can tell here, what's interesting is this is actually in the Raw arena, so we're taking a little bit of an assumption that CM Punk is going to come out on the victorious side.
That is right. That's right.
And I think both Brian and I will predict that he will come out on the victorious side.
That is a prediction. I got all my money riding on CM Punk, the voice of the voiceless.
And of course, as we know, this is Raw in Paris, France, if you caught that at the beginning.
Yeah.
And of course, the guys, after they're done with SummerSlam, in Los Angeles, they jump on a plane that same night and go right to Paris, right?
Went to Paris. This is an international edition of Inside the Ring. This go around for this inaugural edition.
Hey, so one quick thing here, aside from John Cena looking pretty awesome there in his new attire.
Yeah, looking very red.
And as you can see, the new depth of field and the crowd in the background there, the ropes. People are looking at a new visual engine here.
Yeah, it looks fantastic. That's one of the things we wanted to do this year to really reinforce that broadcast style.
Sure.
Have the game look, as comparable to what you'll see every Monday and Friday night watching Raw and SmackDown.
Absolutely. So Brian, let's just jump right into it and tell people what's new, what's cool, and why CM Punk might kick John Cena's ass here.
Yeah, okay. I'll take it away. Here we go. Oh, look at that nice backflip out of that hole. So right now we're just starting the match, doing a little basic gameplay back and forth, some strikes, some grappling. That cool right
Good
there.
Little combo there.
Yeah, nice little combo. That blur effect, for any guys who picked up on that, is it lets the player know, both the attacker and the defender know, when the defensive opponent goes into that standing groggy position.
Yep.
So it gives the attacker instant knowledge that, I've got him in an advantageous state. Lets the defender know that, okay, I need to get on the defensive. So it's a cool little nifty addition. Controls. I want to talk about controls for a little bit. It's been mentioned that we've gone away from the analog stick for grappling and going back to the buttons.
I think that's what the fans wanted.
Yes.
Because we listened.
Yes, I think
all
the
those
fans,
surveys we did, all the feedback we got.
That's right, yeah.
No doubt. No
Thanks
lie.
to you. Thank you very much for that, Aaron.
That's what I do. I'm a community manager.
That's right. You're a good one, too. So the right analog stick is no longer used for grappling. We're going back to a classic style of gaming where, for our game at least, where we're using the A button for grapples in conjunction with movement of the left analog stick. So, for example, if you press the A button, you'll get the guy into a front face lock. If you press down in A, you'll get him into a rear waist lock, so on and so forth. And then to do moves, again, it's a combination of moving the left stick and pressing the A button. Once you get into it, you'll feel right at home. It's very similar to Here Comes the Pain in that regard.
Absolutely. One other thing I want to point out, I don't know if you guys saw earlier, the camera pulled back there. That's one of our new camera angles that we've actually added 25 new authentic WWE TV-style camera angles to the match, and you'll see as you're playing the match and as you're watching this one, the camera angles will switch up at times, and it really feels like you're watching Raw, because that's the whole point.
It's like you got a whole bunch of cameramen and directors in the back of the game, queuing up there, all these cool camera angles. Now it looks great. Ukes has done a fantastic job, and I'll say everyone here at THQ, all is working together to try to make this game look and feel, as new and exciting, as fresh as possible.
Absolutely, and let's call out that entrance music in the beginning. We know CM Punk recently came back, and you guys were able to get his new entrance music in there. That's great.
Yes.
I think a lot of people forget that we start making these games early, and a lot of times it's tough to keep up with all the the WWE changes on a dime.
Oh man.
It could change Sunday night at SummerSlam. And who knows? Maybe a whole bunch of people on our roster will just suddenly not be there. You just never know.
You never know, and you're right about that. And we want to give a shout out to our project manager Frank Bowen for hooking up the music that quickly. Because when I saw that he had the new music, the first thing I did the next day was go to Frank and say, Frank, buddy, we got to get this new track in the game. And one email to WWE later, and we got it. So it's very, very cool to get that. And I love that track.
So you guys can see there were some of the camera angles changing up, and A lot of nice fluid animation. I know that's one thing that people have harped on a lot that we've really gone back. And why don't you tell them what they're seeing there? What was that?
Yeah, that right there was our new submission mechanic. We're calling it the breaking point submission, named after, I think it was last year's pay-per-view, Breaking Point. And yeah, it's, again, like I said, originally going back to, a classic style of submission gameplay where, we're not using analog sticks anymore. It's, you just mash the face buttons, the 4 face buttons, if you're the attacker and the defender. And the attacker's trying to get that gauge filled all in the red while the defender's trying to, work that red out. And it's fun. We've added the ability also, which we'll see later on in here, where you can actually crawl towards the rope manually to instigate a rope break as well, which is the first for the series. And to my knowledge, the first for a wrestling game in general, I believe.
For me personally, that's one of the most dramatic moments in the match.
Is that crawl towards the rope?
Yeah. When the guy's in a submission lock and he's just trying to grab that rope with his pinky finger. I mean, that just, the match is at a fever pitch there. And again, there you can see the camera angle switching. And I know I mentioned it earlier about the new fluid animation. That's part of our new Predator technology. Predator Tech.
Yeah,
the best name ever.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Named after the Viper himself.
Exactly.
Yeah, we definitely wanted to. One of the big things of differentiating this year's game from, last year's and, years, before that, that was a bug right there with him not being able to grab.
We're learning about it. But bugs are acceptable.
Okay. Work in progress still, people. But yeah, one of the big things we wanted to do was definitely just, streamline the animation system, make everything less robotic, a little more fluidity in your transitions from one move to the next. And I think we've done a really good job at doing that this year.
Yeah, I mean, you can see a lot of moves flowing from one to the next here. And I know we're not showing tag team matches or the interruption moveset.
But we will.
Well, we will. We will. But that new animation system really comes to life with those new mechanics.
Oh, attitude adjustment.
There you go.
Oh, no. Is this going to be it? Is this it for CM Punk?
Come on, after one finisher, you think this is it?
I don't think so.
There you go. And
by the way, I'm the one controlling CM Punk, of course. So
you think Punk's going to lose the championship the night after SummerSlam immediately? I mean, you never know. WWE again.
It is unpredictable right now. You do never know, but as long as I'm behind the wheel, CM Punk's going to remain champ.
He looks good this year, man. I mean, the detail, the tattoos, that looks awesome.
Yeah, he really does look fantastic. He looked good in last year's game too, but yeah, I love him. I love how he looks this year.
Well, CM Punk, he came to our offices as part of his new contract and demanded that we make him look the best in the game. That was one of his million demands. So I think we did a good job.
We did him right then.
Yeah.
Oh, let me see. Oh, let me talk about our new momentum system real quick right here, since CM Punk's got his signature. So what we've done this year is we've kind of combined the momentum systems from games like Here Comes the Pain with last year's game, the year before that, where we had the signature moves. The way the momentum system works this year is that you essentially, when you do moves, you do taunts, you reverse, you'll accumulate, your gauge. Once it's filled, it puts you in a signature state where you can do your signature moves. Now, here's where things get cool. Once you're in that state, if you perform your signature successfully, you're granted what we call a super finisher, and you'll see it denoted on the bottom of your superstar's feet because it's like a flaming F. And that, is a super finisher, so as you would expect, it's a very powerful variation of a standard finisher. Oh, look at this. Comeback time.
Comeback time right here.
The 5 moves of doom. Oh, and it's not happening. Not on CM Punk's watch. So right here, I think I'm about to use my signature. Oh, maybe not. Uh-oh.
Dude, Cena just had a comeback move. You think he's going to let you use your super finisher right now?
Look at he's tricky. Okay, but as I was saying, so if you use your signature move, you'll get that super finisher. But at the same time, you can opt to instantly store your finishing move by clicking the right analog stick. And like Here Comes the Pain, we brought back the ability to store multiple finishers. I think right now, yeah, it looks like I have 2 stored up. I'm just, storing them up to put the beat down on John Cena here. Oh, going for that Falcon Arrow one more time. Boom.
Now, that comeback system was pretty awesome. Can you speak really briefly about that?
Sure, I sure can. Yeah, the comebacks are brand new this year. We've added about 10 of them. I would love to tell you who we've got them for, but can't spoil the whole roster reveal. But it's really cool.
This video is out after the roster, so you can spoil a little bit as long as it's not the unnamed. So.
Oh, okay. Well, then
we've throw out a few names.
Yeah, like Daniel Bryan's got his comeback, which I think is tied with Taker's for being the most visually exciting in the game. And the way that they work is that like they do in WWE, where if you're getting beat down in a match and the momentum is not on your side, once you get to a certain threshold where you're moderately to critically damaged, you'll be prompted to initiate a comeback. And once you do, pops you up on your feet, and you go on this quick little, what do they call them, quick time event, where if you're successful, it'll catapult you right into your signature state, so you can complete your sequence from comeback to signature to finisher, and hopefully get the win. It's a really cool addition to the game, and like I said, I love him. Look out for Daniel Bryan's. His is really, really awesome.
And look out for this attitude adjustment.
Oh! Uh-oh. And I got to say, the AI is very hard this year. Very hard. We've listened, thanks to you and getting all that feedback to us from the
thanks
fans.
to the WWE Games universe, not me, really, right?
But we've listened to all of our, fans out there, and who have complained about, how easy our difficulty settings, not just normal, but even hard and legend. So
sure.
One thing we've done this year, and this is no lip service, is the game is a lot harder this year. You'll see a lot more kickouts.
As it should be.
As it should be, yeah. Like when you play on Legend, trust me, it feels like Legend. And right here you can see Cena.
You can see him crawling.
Trying to
a little
crawl
behind the ref
rope,
there.
but he managed to
that
break
is
out
awesome.
of that.
Oh,
he's hurt.
Boy, the momentum on this match is really switching, and I know one thing we haven't said is that the gameplay is a lot faster too, and you guys have definitely sped that up.
We did. The game is quick when it needs to be, and it slows down when it needs to be also, because we are trying to mimic, and be that simulation video game experience, that replicates and mimics what you see in the WWE ring. So it is. Oh, this is cool. So we talked about wake up taunts in previous things, but here I used my wake up taunt to lift up Cena. Didn't connect him fully, but it was still a cool sequence.
That was awesome.
And here we go. Up. Go to sleep. Is this it, folks?
Whoa!
And that tank is all she wrote. There's no way he's kicking up out of this.
We'll see about that. We'll see about that. It is Cena.
Yeah, it's done.
Oh!
Oh, what did I tell you? Ladies and gentlemen, so excited.
Oh, no.
Roll him up in the small package.
Here it is for the WWE Championship to retain the title.
Is this how it's going to end? Oh,
boom.
Wow. I don't know about you, man. I got goosebumps.
I got goosebumps, too.
Oh, man.
Check out that larger belt, too, man.
Yes. Oh, thank you for
mentioning that. That was a big complaint from the community.
Yeah,
and
it has been for years, too.
Absolutely. Twice the size now.
Twice the size. We got
looks
that
like
belt.
The belt.
Yep. We've increased the size of the belt to make it, accurate to the real life thing.
Well, it looks like our boy or your boy CM Punk came through, and I think that's going to take us to the end of our first Inside the Ring. And of course, we'll be back with future Inside the Rings, and you can stay tuned for more info at wwe.thq.com. Pre-order at WWE12 right now, and of course, we'll be back with another edition of Inside the Ring soon with my tag team partner here, Brian Williams. I'll see you next time, buddy.
Thank you, Tank. It's a pleasure as always, man.
And make sure you pre-order WWE12 to get the great one, the People's Champ, The Rock.